What's up, Detail family? We back with another one. This is episode 14. It's your boy Cam. I got IT with me, but also we have a special guest today. The intelligent, the talented, the hardworking Kaelyn Ryan.
Welcome, Kaelyn Ryan, back.
Everybody, give her a nice little applause because she's back.
Thank you,
she's a fan favorite. She's a fan favorite. People love Kaelyn.
All the episodes with Kaelyn be popping.
Yeah, exactly. We love Kaelyn too, so it's okay.
Thank you.
We wanted her back. She wanted to come back, so she's back. As far as the other guy, Jew,
he's getting his
we're not going to talk about him.
No, I'm just playing.
Don't do,
guys.
No, I'm just playing.
Quit.
No, my boy don't feel well. He's sick. My boy is sick.
Yeah, sick.
Sick.
But anyway, y'all, it's good
Sick
to
of
see y'all
us.
because you know, on the outside looking in, people don't really understand that we go back a fucking decade, basically more.
Mm-hmm.
So shout out to y'all, man. I'm proud of what y'all doing. Proud of what y'all accomplishing.
10-year reunion is coming up next year.
Goodbye. Goodbye.
Am I unk now?
Man,
No.
we almost unk status. That's crazy.
Unk?
Crazy.
Kaelyn, it's been about 2 months since you joined us. In that time, is anything new with you? Anything you want to share with the people before we get into the gritty craziness?
Well, first and foremost, thank you all for having me back. Hello to people that enjoy my commentary here. Hi, hello, I'm back. I'm back for you, just for you. Anything that's changed? Closer to God, learning more about myself. I have some things in the works that I can't discuss until legal things take place. So that's
We have
positive.
a boss on our hands, guys.
Thank you. So that's positive. And then lastly, yeah, just hustling on my YouTube, which I'm sure we'll link it down below.
Outstanding.
And yeah, that's pretty much it, y'all. But thank you for having me back.
Outstanding. Well, guys, we're happy that Kaelyn is back. IT, you have anything you want to just say to the people really quick?
Nah, man. Honestly, just life, just been, lifing. You know, just be trying to stay the course and everything. But excited to film content and stuff. That always makes everything better. So.
Yeah.
So, guys watching, if you guys did not catch last week, I want to just say it again. Happy New Year, because this is the last time we're going to tell y'all. Because next time it's going to be almost February.
Mm-hmm.
Last episode, we did touch on some of the tragedies that happened around the world, New Orleans, Vegas, New York, and then Los Angeles. And at that time, the LA fires had just started. You know what I'm saying? Nobody knew the severity of it. We didn't know how bad it would be because we touched on it. Because, we get fires every single year. So it's like maybe one of those.
We get fires frequently, bro.
Exactly. And as the hours went on, the days went on, it got much worse. An entire city, the Palisades, destroyed. It hit the valleys. It hit Pasadena, Altadena. So I just want to touch on that to start this and just say, what do we think about, actually the damage that's been happening, and what do you guys think about what it's going to take to actually recover from it?
So my thoughts about it is, I just feel like the city was kind of ill prepared for it. And this was a thing that they was talking about could possibly happen. And just to even hear some of the hydrants didn't have water, that's kind of crazy. Yeah, that's just crazy. It just is we don't get hurricanes, we don't get tornadoes, we don't get we know we get fires and stuff, and it just be ill prepared and it just sucks. But my heart is really out to all the people affected by it. It's just sad, and just even people that went to Palisades High School, the school is still intact. 70% of the school survived.
Is it?
But the city, the school, high school, middle school got burned out. Everything else, people losing their homes, that just breaks my heart, man. It really does.
Yeah.
Really does. But
exactly.
Prayers out to the city, and all the people that's just setting fires, thinking it's funny. That's just not funny. And somebody did that by my house, right by a hospital, trying to set a fire, thinking that just shit like that, hoping it'll spread or whatever. That's so stupid. Especially some of these places are by hospitals and all this shit. It's just not funny. You spreading the firefighters stand and shit. So I just want to.
I'd like to piggyback on that, bro, because that's a really good point that not enough people are talking about. Yes, the initial fires were natural causes. no blame there. But a lot of fires that have added since then, a lot of them have been arson, and people have been arrested for it. And there's also been fire. There was a fire on 83rd in Vermont, nowhere near the fire zone. You guys are setting fires.
Bro.
I don't know what the point is. You know what I'm saying? You're trying to cause destruction. You're trying to have a viral moment or whatever it is. But at the end of the day, people are losing their homes. And more important than the actual homes, people are losing their memories. Because if a house burns down, not just the building, everything you have in there, your scrapbooks, your journals, your pictures.
I don't know what I would do.
Everything.
I really
your
don't.
heirlooms. That's what's mostly important. And that's what I feel the worst about with people losing things. Because, you know, I mean, obviously getting a house or an apartment is very expensive.
Yeah.
But the memories are really priceless and you can't get those back. So my prayers and my heart is out to everybody affected. And I know some people are saying we don't care because they're rich or whatever. Not everybody involved is rich, and even the ones who were rich still don't deserve it.
Bro, like,
don't deserve it.
You can't buy back memories, like you said. Like,
absolutely. Absolutely.
Touch on with that, Kay?
Yeah. So you guys have now entered the conspiracy side of this conversation, and it's really not a conspiracy. Not a conspiracy, in my opinion. This was planned.
Oh,
this is evil. This is evil. This is, again, planned. This is demonic. There's no words for it. Evil is the best word that I can use to describe it. There's no way that so many things coincidentally took place, fell apart, fell into place right around certain times where catastrophe strikes. State Farm dropping all of their insurance for fire protection at a certain time right before, so that they didn't have to do this major payout. Certain people, just like similar to Hawaii, certain homes and properties having a blue covering on it were shielded and protected from the fires because it's as if they had foresight or knowledge or like some type of intel of what's to come to prepare. So it's disgusting as far as the fire hydrants. How can everything fall apart so seamlessly in the same way? No insurance, no means to put out the fire. No one knows where and how it started. And as we spoke, it's caught in different places that aren't necessarily even attached to each other. Any ember that flies across town, it's never going to withhold that same strength and power to reignite when it gets somewhere else. So it's just demonic. Our governor, our mayor, trash. Both of them are trash.
I'm happy you said that because I got a point about that.
And that's how I feel about it. It's been planned, and I really feel beyond sad for those impacted. At my job, I'm a server as well, and they come in, and we've been offering them free food. I've seen people bawl their eyes out.
Thank you to everybody doing that, man. Thank you to everyone doing that because we need that.
Airbnb giving people free stay and all your hotels.
It's beautiful. Everybody who's actually helping and trying to do something about it.
I think the thing that's crazy to me is like, it's cold, like it's winter. It's like, you feel me? How did it just happen to a fire ended up to happen when it was like the windiest the city has been? You feel me? Like, we went through a heat wave in the summer and nothing like this even happened. Like, but all of a sudden, it's a windy ass day and you feel me? Fire sparks and Palisades and you feel me? Then it's just starting all over LA. I don't know. Like, I honestly do see some kind of conspiracy thing about it because this is like, the Olympics is about to be here in a couple years, and you feel me? I heard that they're supposed to be having events in Palisades. Where, you know,
they're supposed to be smart cities. Apparently, in my view, I implore and encourage you all to do your own research as you continue, because that's how I got this info. But apparently, around 2018 or so, there was this move and this action put into play for smart cities to take place in LA in 2028. And coincidentally, back to that, the hotspots where the fires took place are actually the same spots that mirror the plan for smart cities on their map for their plan. So it's like conveniently, and even in their recent audio recordings when they've had press conferences, one of them was, I forget what his position is, but he said, blah 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 blah. We're gonna get it ready and get it started for the future, and get it better than how before when we started the fires. He said when we started the fires. That's not a Freudian slip. That was on purpose.
Right.
Just pay attention to what they're saying because they're telling on themselves.
Yeah, and they just so happen to just defund the firefighters in the city and shit. Like it's just like I don't know. It seems too coincidental that all of this happened.
Yeah. No.
There's too many things aligning to call it a coincidence. Some things could be, not all of it. I have 3 points that I want to touch on. Some Kaelyn just spoke on. I want to go further. The insurance thing, that's one. What's the primary company that was doing the home insurance that dropped everything? There's two of them, really. Farmers and State Farm. State Farm is probably like the primary, right?
Mm-hmm.
Los Angeles Rams just moved their game to Arizona.
Yeah.
You know who sponsors that stadium? State Farm.
For real?
It is the State Farm Stadium in Phoenix, Arizona. Or is it Tempe? Phoenix or Tempe, it doesn't matter. It's State Farm Stadium. They just profited off of tragedy that they would have had to pay out for if had not canceled insurance. That's another thing. Going along with the insurance, you saw the video I posted. I don't know if you saw it, Kaelyn. Was Vince Staples talking about it a year and a half ago about the insurance policies and how the only way you can save your insurance is for you to pay the entire, if your grandfather then, but even the grandfather then was getting canceled, or if you pay for the entire premium the entire year at one time.
Wasn't it like $100K or something like that to even do that?
It wasn't that much, but it was a crazy number that people who just put a down payment on a house can't pay for that too. It was a huge number, at least 5 figures, right? The second point that I want to make, and I'm happy Kaelyn brought it up, was the politicians. Newsom and Karen Bass, right? One thing that I saw online, even if people don't agree with Kaelyn and say they suck, people have the right to question them right now. I've been seeing people question Karen Bass, and then a lot of people that look like us are saying, you're only attacking Karen Bass because she's black. No, the whole city's on fire. We're questioning everybody.
It's not about black.
Questions. It's not. It's not. And then Newsom pissed me off because one, he says he wants to run for president.
Stupid ass statement that he said.
Hey, any chance Newsom had to run for president is done. Done.
Yeah, wasn't the statement like, what am I supposed to do or something? What did he say?
Basically,
yeah, like
they asked him. They said, "Hey," they be like, "Well, what's your take that they're saying?" They said,
"We're running out of water."
You weren't prepared or something. You weren't prepared for this moment. And he says, "Well, that's for the local officials, like the city elected officials."
He said, "That's basically not my job."
The governor is essentially the president of the state. It is your job. If something happens in your state that's this catastrophic, you're the first person we're calling. The president is going to talk to you directly and say, what the hell happened?
And you know something that's also crazy? It's crazy that none of the like what was it that was the Getty's what's the name of it again?
Museum?
Yeah, Getty's Museum had fire all around it, but it didn't happen to burn down. All these monuments and stuff in LA happened to stay intact and everything, but all the houses and stuff like that happened to get burned. It's just crazy to me, at least, like that none of those happened to be casualties. So I don't know.
I the first thing that got surrounded too.
It got surrounded, but it happened to not burn down. So I feel like I could definitely see like it was very strategic about what was burning. I don't know. When I saw that and it was fire all around it and shit, the Hollywood sign, fire all around it, that shit's fine. All this shit. And the Hollywood Sunset Fire, whatever, somebody might have made that themselves. So I don't know how that went about. But
I think the Hollywood sign fire was AI, but I would say the way that is designed, that is less likely to burn down because it's mostly steel.
Yeah.
Opposed to these houses being wooden. That wood is gonna burn fast, right? If you throw some more bricks in that house, you might be able to fight a little bit. It won't spread as fast. Yep. The last point I want to make about the fires that I wanted to touch on is I don't know if you guys saw the clip from Joe Rogan's podcast.
Yeah.
He said he spoke to a fireman about a year and a half ago, 2 years ago about Los Angeles, and he said, "How do you guys contain those fires?" He said, "Honestly, we get lucky because we don't get the big fires on the best wind days. If it ever hits a day that's that windy, there's nothing we can do about it unless we like completely prepare for it." So with you knowing that it's a possibility, that goes back to you guys' point of prepare for that rainy day just in case it happens to hit. know what I'm saying? We didn't have any planes flying to drop the repellent on it. We didn't have extra firemen. We had to get firemen from Texas.
Bro. No preparation. And I know, like, I've heard that the firefighters were preparing for this, like, they in a week in advance, like, in case something like this will happen, because they know the winds is coming, all that. But, like, you know, like, there was no preparation a year after a firefighter, or who was it that said it, Joe Rogan? Somebody told him this, and there's no preparation. We don't get earthquakes, we don't get tsunamis, we don't get tornadoes, we get none of that. Like, we get fires. Why are we not prepared for that?
The other thing is, if we were to get a big earthquake, that's something you just can't do anything about. You can't put an earthquake out. You can put a fire out. You can't stop a hurricane. You can't stop a tsunami. You can't stop a tornado. You can stop a fire. So get your asses ready to stop a fire. Not the firemen, the people who pay the firemen, the people who put the money into the departments.
Like, keep the city stocked up. Keep those hydrants stocked up with water, bro. There should be a bunch of hydrants.
This is in New York. People aren't playing with the hydrants and just emptying them.
I'm never complaining about a fire hydrant ever again being somewhere where I can't park. If I see 3 of them, fuck it. Fuck it.
I'll never park in front of one again.
Yeah. Oh, God, never.
So, before we move on, did you guys see that Joe Biden said they're going to give out $770 to the victims? What do you guys think about that?
Who?
That, you know, Sleepy Joe. You know what I'm talking about.
$770
He got about 4 days left.
Ukraine got all these billion, or what they get, trillions?
A week of hotels.
You gave $770.
The damage was up to $55 billion.
You said a week of hotels. That's very generous. That's like 3 days.
You go to a cheap one.
That's like 3 days. 770 probably can't even get you a motel for a week.
Motel 6 for
I don't even think you get a motel for a week with that.
Bro, stimulus checks weren't even that low.
Like, bro, what are you talking about? What is that? You cancel my insurance. They cancel my insurance, home insurance, and then you give me $770, bro. That's my 13th reason.
Slap in the face. That's what I think. That's a complete slap in the face. You know, I'm not going to even get into all the other things this country has done for other people. But I just want to. Also, that's the other question I have.
Thank you.
Why is nobody running to California's safety the way we run to everybody else's? You know what I'm saying? That's what pissed me off the most. We give billions of dollars out every year, and nobody has even said, you know what? Y'all are burning to the ground. Here's a hand.
Exactly.
I think that's a problem too. If somebody has tried to help, let me know, because I could be misspeaking. But from what I've seen, I have not seen that $50 billion we give out come back.
I've heard the government is supposedly supposed to pay for all the damages and everything, but they're just gonna rebuild the city the way they want to build it, whatever, smart, all that shit. You feel me? They're not gonna build people's houses back and give them back, like, you know, all the people that lost their houses. It's fucked.
I found out them lands, now that the houses are gone, the land itself can be resold.
It's insane.
Not by the owner.
Yeah, I know.
It can belong to the city or the state now, and it can be sold.
Isn't that something? Hawaii, just like Hawaii. But yeah, like I said, this was planned. What else are we talking about, y'all?
Now that you bring up Hawaii, that actually makes sense, because Hawaii just happened. You think we watched Hawaii happen and we didn't say, "Ooh, that could happen here. Let's figure it out."
The thing is, they knew it could happen.
You're onto something.
They knew it could happen.
You're onto something.
They know it could happen.
Yeah, they did it.
Yeah.
So, thoughts and prayers for the victims and the families. So what we're going to do is, you guys know about the TikTok ban coming up, right?
Yeah.
I've done a little bit of research on it over the last couple of days. IT has explained it a little bit to me, because for a while, for years, I'm like, why do they hit TikTok so much? But now I'm seeing that. IT, you can explain it better than I can, because I'm still kind of a novice
with the whole TikTok ban is China, a company in China or somebody owns it. It's not U.S. owned. So you feel me? That right there, they're already upset about that because they don't own it. It's so popular, all this stuff. And the thing that they're explaining is, you know how your Explore page on TikTok will happen to show something that you're thinking about, or something that, you know, they're basically saying that they're getting information from people that they have no business getting. Like that's basically what they're saying. It's like a security issue. They can't trust it.
The same information the American apps get from us, but
that's basically what they're saying. And I think the whole issue with it is they can't censor it because they don't own it, and they're upset about that. They can't control what information goes on there. I could see some stuff on TikTok that could be exposing the government. I can see anything on TikTok, and they have no censorship on that. That's why they're trying to buy it. That's not why, you feel me? If they buy it, TikTok's gonna change. So that's the whole thing with that. They're upset that they don't own it, and they want to be able to control what we see on Instagram. You know, we can't see certain things. Twitter, we can't see certain things because you can't Google this certain things. TikTok,
I've never seen anything on TikTok say restricted or blocked. I've never seen that. You're right.
TikTok is literally like an outlet to see anything. We learn so much from TikTok. People learn how to fucking hack kids. All this shit. I'm not saying that's right, but all this shit you learn from TikTok, and it's basically like the dark web. And they're scared of that. So I don't know. I don't know why they're going so hard on TikTok, but not these fires, not all this other stuff. They're so worried about TikTok.
Yeah, Ms. Ryan, what you think about that?
My thoughts are very limited, for I don't know enough about the topic. But as far as the true, like the origin for it being removed, to my knowledge, a year ago when this was first being thrown around, it had to do with like a security breach and us as Americans not being safe due to whatever information was being leaked through the app or because we had the app downloaded. So I'm not going to pretend like that's the only reason. Maybe potentially it's a control thing. Maybe they do want to be able to control what's seen and gain ownership of the app and get the power away from wherever it's at right now. So I'm not sure. Yeah. I think on a minuscule level, like bringing it all the way down outside of like all of the other things, my thoughts on it is it sucks for the content creators who have built their whole entire platform on it. You know what I mean? Because you don't expect anything to disappear that you worked on, but also that causes us all to take inventory of what we're doing and make sure that we are recognizable and monetized and putting ourselves out there on multiple platforms so that you're not just a slave to one or, you know what I mean? So those are my thoughts on it for right now.
You made a good point about the creators, right? Because we all know someone whose TikTok changed his life. Isaiah. TikTok has changed that man's life. Yeah. And now y'all going to strip away something that can change the next person's life. Making innocent content, by the way. Not doing anything crazy. Just talking about what he's watching on television.
Exactly.
Now, I hear the whole thing about the data breach because that's serious. But when Apple had a data breach and broke into everybody's iCloud, they didn't shut iCloud down.
Exactly.
And they kind of enforced it even more. Instagram and Facebook and X now, they all have the same kind of.
They all do this.
As like far as like taking your privacy. Every time you open a website, what does it ask you? Accept these cookies so we can share and trade your information.
It's no different from what they do. I'll go on Instagram. I so happen to see an ad of what I was thinking about or something that I liked. Or they all do that. They're all guilty of that.
Facial recognition is a brain chip, bro. Can't nobody tell me different. Yeah, I'm serious, bro. Because you think something or you say something, it's on your phone.
Yeah.
It's neurologically paired to you. It's in your bro.
There's that, but there's, again, I believe that there's a lawsuit taking place currently with Siri because apparently there's a trigger that you're supposed to say or a word to sound her off, like, hey, Siri. And apparently she's not responding just to that action call. She is just listening to you in general and giving your information to second parties and blah, blah, blah.
I say this all the time.
That makes sense.
A conversation that I happen to be having with somebody, I never search it up on my phone, never anything. I go on Instagram or I go on Twitter, it's on there. That's not just TikTok. Like, it could be on TikTok, but it's not just them. It's all these websites, all this. You feel me? I don't know, man.
I will say about Siri.
I feel like that's the fault of. We're good, Cam?
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead.
I feel like that's the fault of. One, technology evolves, so that's a beautiful thing. It will continue to evolve. God will continue to give us all inventions that will help us do life better in different ways. Cool. But there's a shadow side to technology where so many people have fallen in love or are fascinated with the idea of robots that they have unknowingly or willingly opened a door for technology and robots to walk amongst us, control things, hear things, sell things. Like, we're not, once we created it, yes, but I feel as if there are robots that currently exist that supersede our understanding because they have, and I've watched videos on it as well, they have their own mechanics, and we don't know, we just don't know where that can continue to flow. But this fascination,
the whole thing about artificial intelligence is like what they're trying to get it to is where it starts evolving on its own. It's going to become a living. It's going to, you think for yourself eventually. Like, that's where it's going, man. That's just scary.
Hey, fam. These fools saw iRobot in Age of Ultron and said, you know, that's a good idea.
Like,
but the thing is, everything that's shown in movies, everything that's shown in movies or in Hollywood, there's cast foreshadowing what's to come, or it already happened and we're actually walking in those times. Like, what is it? Contagion. I think that was the movie.
Absolutely.
And then the pandemic and stuff like that.
The pandemic? Did you call it the pandemic?
Guys, I'm just not the girl for these type of conversations.
Oh, that's a bar.
Oh, yes, you are.
I didn't coin that. I did not coin that.
That's a bar, though. The pandemic. I don't think I've ever heard that.
Shout out to whoever called it that in 2020 when it popped up all out of nowhere.
Isn't it crazy how we're living in, like, history books? Like, everything we're living.
I'm gonna tell you.
Yeah.
I'm tired of these phones that got robots. Let's go back to the chirp, shall we? Let's go back to the antennas on the phone. I need
one of those.
Let's make it simple. Where you at? Where you at? Let's make it simple. Let's go back to the simpler times. The cars don't even have antennas no more.
Wow.
Let's go back to simpler times.
Yeah, I think
you mentioned the movie. You mentioned Contagion having the pandemic in it. There's another movie that just came to life twice in like the last 6 months. One was Leave the World Behind. I don't know if you guys seen it. It's on Netflix. The opening scene on Leave the World Behind. Actually, it happened 3 times. I'm sorry. 3 instances. It's going to fuck y'all up. The first 5 minutes of the movie shows a boat crashing into shore. Finds out nobody's on the boat. It's one of them self-driving boats that delivers things, right?
Now we got them self-driving cars.
I think last year in Baltimore, one of the boats crashed into something, and I think it exploded, actually. And nobody's on it, right? Okay, another one. The whole theme of that movie is all of the cell service shut down after like a cyber attack that started a war, and the people have no idea what's happening. What happened 3 times last year? AT&T, Verizon, T-Mobile went completely dead. You couldn't do anything. I was working at AT&T at the time. People were coming into my store, fix this. I'm sorry, we can't do anything. It is a network blackout. Just the other day, during the fires, right? There's a scene on Leave the World Behind where literally they're trying to get out and they don't see anything but a bunch of abandoned cars on the railroad, on a highway. I saw that last week. Bunch of abandoned cars on the highway because people left their cars because the fires was coming.
Well, they forced
them. So, Kaelyn, you made a great point about these movies. Art imitates life. Life imitates art. Or, like you said, it may have already happened somewhere. We just don't know about it, and it's just repeating itself. That's 3 instances in the movie where I said, y'all should be afraid after watching this. Since then, 3 things have happened in this real life that mirrored it. So, we got to pay attention. Honestly.
Yeah, man. It's scary. It's scary the times we're in, man. Now they're creating...
It's the craziest of times.
Now they're creating
people
these,
are so
AI robots that people could purchase and everything. That's only the beginning.
Bro, the little bot, and you got the self-driving cars that just be out there driving itself.
I don't trust them cars at all, bro.
Oh my! I saw one just spinning out like this.
Just spinning. I was about to turn, and this one car just sped, like the self-driving car just sped up past me. Like, I'm about to turn, like I got the right of way. It's just, I'm like, dude, bro. I can't trust this. I'm getting money if I get hit by one of them for sure.
You got the delivery bots too.
But yeah, another thing I want to touch on about the TikTok. Yeah, I see the delivery bots, the little carts that be driving or whatever. Yeah, that's all that stuff is just creepy to me. But I want to touch on another thing about the TikTok ban. So they are like trying to get it extended another 270 days because I think they're really trying to force TikTok to sell. Like they know how profitable.
That's so American of them.
It's so American. You feel me? Like they're not gonna create their own little product. They want to steal it. They can change it up, whatever. So they're trying to really they're trying to extend it like 270 days, give them more time to sell it and everything. And I know that creators are trying to create a lawsuit or something like that because at the end of the day, this is people's like career. Like, this is how they make their money. This is how they pay their bills and everything. Hold on, I lost my train of thought, man. I don't know how I just.
I do think TikTok loses money if they lose America.
Yeah.
I don't know how much they lose, but they're definitely going to lose money if they lose America.
I heard Elon Musk is trying to buy it.
Don't let Elon buy shit else.
Mr.
All right?
B's trying to buy it. Bro. I heard Trump's trying to buy it. They're all trying to. I don't know. I think it's just a whole force to try to.
Trump wants to buy it to put a middle finger in the face of China because he can't stand the ass.
And another thing is these politicians all benefited from TikTok in their campaigns, by the way.
They did,
but they want it gone.
I hope Elon doesn't get TikTok because Elon's going to turn TikTok into a porn site like he did Twitter. I've had enough.
Yeah.
Elon, stay away from TikTok, please, please. Wow. See, Kaelyn, you don't have a Twitter, do you?
No, I know nothing. I know
Twitter
nothing.
is the worst app in the world right now. Now it's called X. Well, it's only two X's short of what it represents.
Oh,
it's a terrible app now. There's no restrictions. They'll cancel you for saying things, but you'll see these.
Yeah.
You can't open Twitter in public.
I hate that.
You can't do it.
Well,
I'm going to delete it more than likely.
My last statement about this thing will be, I am personally slower to judge the intentions behind the removal of the app because, especially as it pertains to the motives of a certain or a multitude of politicians or whoever, I feel as if until we learn more as to what perceived threat or how dangerous it might actually be, like whatever, let's just say it is that dangerous. Let's just say we're actually in a really bad space. We're not aware of it. We think, oh, it's just the app. What's the problem? It's a bidding game, but we're not aware of how serious it is. I'm gonna hold my personal opinion on it until I see it play out more, because I don't know if this is beneficial for us. Maybe this is what needs to happen, but because we don't truly understand it yet, it seems as if they're just trying to like gain control. But everything's out in the wash. If it's just a control and a power move, we'll see that as well.
Most definitely.
So that's my personal thought, because I don't know. Security is a big deal, but money is a motive for a lot of people. So we'll just, my opinion is, I'll just see whatever benefits America best to keep us safe is my choice.
Understood. Let me see. I'm pretty much done with it. I'll let her have her mic drop because we basically got it all out, and I understand her point most definitely because I kind of agree with it. Like,
I hope TikTok doesn't get banned though.
I still think there's a lot we don't know.
It's a fun app. It's a fun app, but
it's the best app.
Still a lot we don't know.
Take Instagram.
We might know later. No. Leave Instagram. Take Twitter.
I'd rather them take
Twitter.
Instagram than TikTok. I'll be honest. I love Instagram though. I know a lot of people Instagram. You feel me? It's like their content. So obviously,
what's dope about TikTok is that it's easy to get your content seen. It's easy. Very easy.
So easy to grow.
Yeah, most definitely. Let me see. What waters y'all want to go into next? Y'all want to hit the blackfish? Y'all want to hit the people sabotaging relationships? What y'all want to do? I'm following y'all.
We could do the sabotaging relationships.
Okay. Do you see the video, Kaelyn, that we're referring to?
Yes, with video vixen icon
Melyssa Ford. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And it's funny. Melyssa Ford is a legend in these streets. She is.
Yes, she is.
Especially in her field. And now she's the woman voice on one of the biggest platforms in all of hip hop media, the Joe Budden podcast. Melyssa Ford's a legend. Melyssa Ford is tripping in this instance. Should I play the audio or should I just explain it?
Just explain it.
Will it come out?
In there. Yeah.
Okay. So Melyssa Ford's telling this story. And she's talking about how she has a good looking man, very tall, overrated, very successful. Her family loves him. Everybody loves him. You see, I snuck that in there because it's true. But everybody loves the man, and she's extremely happy. No problems. she's in her mind. I thought she was going to say he's cheating. He has something that she doesn't like, or he's in the closet. I thought she was going to say something crazy. She says, a part of me still wants to be out there in the streets. Now, I don't know at what point of this life Melyssa Ford is talking about. Melyssa's probably like 50 now. So I want to know what y'all think about the situation. Do people at times sabotage relationships, or are they running from like settling down, or basically is this like a good idea to just keep spreading yourself, basically?
Keep spreading yourself.
Well, that's what it sounds like. You belong to the streets, like.
Well, as a woman, I feel like I'll just give my take real quick, and then you guys can let me know your thoughts as well. First and foremost, I guess that was her justification. She felt like, she said in the video, it just wasn't perfect enough, or it didn't, something, she used the word perfect. She said her mom loved him, her sister loved him, everybody saw it, being amazing, but she just felt like there was more, essentially. And I can't fault anybody for wanting more and going after that more, but at what point do you recognize that this is amazing, this is your 80-20, 80% great, 20% doable, this is your 90-10%, and buckle down and do life with this person and give it to God and trust God's hand on your lives. So yeah, there's a saying that my family has said, we don't curse or nothing, but essentially the saying is like, you pick until you pick SHIT. Like, you gonna keep picking. You think you got the pick of the litter, you think you just, that's like me right now. I'm just, no, not him. But for no real reason.
That's tough.
You just pick until you pick, and until literally the only thing left is. So I'm not going to speak to her current dating status. Maybe she's amazing and happy and blah blah blah. But a lot of women, like a Melyssa Ford, who have been beautiful or adored or given attention for a while, they have this false sense of reality that they will always have so much time, especially as it comes to marriage. But that doesn't even tackle if you want to be a mother or do it the biological, natural way, because there's a biological clock. So I just feel as if we as women, we shouldn't settle. That's not the message. But me personally, I can only give my game plan is I submit everything to God. So my no's aren't just flip it. It's because I feel led by God, and I'm trying to hear him, because I've also done things that I didn't want to do because I heard God say it too. So it goes both ways. Maybe she's happy, maybe she doesn't regret the choice, but I feel like a lot of women fail because they pass up the good guy for what they think is better, and then they never find that again. And that's unfortunate.
So I had recently seen like a TikTok video of a girl speaking on like how she would never sacrifice that 90% that the guy was perfect, you feel me, for a 10% that she didn't like. Like Kaelyn just said something like that. I just seen a TikTok video about it. So she was basically saying, like, imagine you leaving your guy because of the one thing he wasn't giving you or something like that, and you go out and you look for that one thing in somebody else, but he doesn't have the other 90% that was great about your dude, just like the thought of that, because you're going out there like just searching for that one thing, like my old guy couldn't give me this, or my old girl couldn't give me this, but she gives me that, but then she doesn't give me all the other 90% of the things this person was giving me, so I really do think it's a matter of like the point in time that she was referring to this. Like, she's her early 20s, maybe it is best you go out and you date and you learn more about yourself and all this. Maybe the person that everybody loved isn't the one for you, you feel me? Or like, maybe you do got to go out and do that. But like Kaelyn said, there is a biological timeline. There is a part in your life, like when you're starting to approach your 30s, you don't want to keep searching for something that's perfect. You're never gonna find somebody that's perfect, you feel me? If you got something good, I don't think you should let it go over a little 10% or a little 5% or something, you feel me? I don't think it's worth doing that. But I can see as a young person that you want to, travel, or you want to learn more about yourself and all that, and maybe you feel like you could find a better person for you. I can see that. But if you're like in your approaching 30s, or you're in your 30s, you're sacrificing something that's good, I think that's just stupid. I think that's stupid.
Mm.
Okay, hold on. Let me get myself together because I'm just like I'm thinking about what I want to say and I'm just laughing. I don't know if I should say it. I agree with you guys about the 90-10. Yes. If somebody, okay, Chris Tucker once said, if you got somebody good, keep them. If you got somebody almost good, stay and fix them because there's nothing out there. There's nothing out there. People who are in good relationships, like really good relationships, and let it go, you realize, oh my God, you so busy fishing for that other 10. Okay, they got that 10, but now they don't have the 90. Now what?
Yeah.
But you got your 10. You got your 10, so you're happy? No, you're not. You're leaving again. Nobody's ever going to have your 100. Nobody's perfect. Nobody's flawless. The most beautiful, successful, ambitious, communicative person has a flaw.
Exactly.
Several, yeah.
Exactly. No matter what. So, like you said, Kaelyn, you get picky, you know. And here's the thing: men and women. This isn't just a woman thing, because I don't want to sound like I'm saying it.
Definitely
men and women.
Yeah.
The older you get, the less wanted you are.
It's the illusion of choice, and a woman, our value changes as we get older. Men, your value changes, and it just is what it is. Men have it a little easier because you guys are seen as more distinguished, more accomplished, more traveled, more all those things. A woman, she's older, and for some that's, detrimental.
Oh, I get what you're saying. It's seen differently.
She can't produce children in the same way, so she's not even able to do that. Okay. She's potentially had a few more bodies than you would want, and it's different standards for men and women. And so I just feel as if instead of trying to beat the game, these are just the rules. It is what it is. If you find somebody, give it to God and try and work it out. Because like y'all said, and as my mom says, ain't nothing out there for you. So, and again, if you feel like you deserve better, go get it. Go get it. But, okay, like that's the same thing with work. You don't like your job? Oh, my manager, my employee, my coworkers.
Yes.
You'll go to another job with the same type of with different faces. So you either, one thing that the Holy Spirit has taught me is that when he doesn't change a situation for you, he'll keep you in the situation and change your heart while you're in it. Yeah. So you need to just sometimes stay. This culture is so fixated on my peace and choosing what's for me and leaving if it doesn't suit you. And all right, everybody. Exactly. So sometimes you need to buckle down and stay and learn the hard lesson and develop as a person and your character so that you can then see the situation differently as opposed to just jumping from place to place because it doesn't suit you. With men, women, or work. You feel me? So.
And if you constantly do that, nothing is going to be good for you. Like, if you constantly are jumping from one thing to another and not thugging anything out, like, it's never going to be good enough. It's really not. But I feel like a lot of people love that toxic type of, like, they like the excitement of meeting somebody new, the excitement of, just,
it's all short-lived.
If it starts getting boring or if it starts getting hard, they're like, nah, I can't do this.
But you're chasing a high, and at that point, are you the perfect person? But are you even the perfect person that you're leaving everybody to go find? So it's like, what are we doing?
It's like you keep trying a tougher, just stronger drug or something.
Yeah,
exactly. That's how you go from one to the other. That's how you go from one drug to the stronger one. That's how it happens.
Exactly. It's never enough.
There's two things I want to say. One, Melyssa Ford, just specifically on her, because I didn't say anything about her specifically. I looked her up while we're talking. Melyssa Ford is a 48-year-old woman, Scorpio, like us, homie.
Fuck.
Which might match the toxicity. And she's from Canada. There's another Canadian Scorpio who's very toxic. We know about him. Yeah. Melyssa Ford has a OnlyFans.
But what does she do on it?
I don't want to find out.
No, fair. I only say
Knowing
that
who
because
Melyssa Ford is, I think she's doing Melyssa Ford things.
okay, but hear me out. You could be doing an OnlyFans right now, Cam, and you could be behind a paywall selling comedy, your jokes.
Oh, okay.
You don't know until you buy that this is what's on the other side, unless you promote, a promiscuous thing. Like for me, OK has an OnlyFans. What? You get there and I'm teaching you how to bake muffins.
I've never.
Like I'm teaching you
Patreon.
how to.
I will say that,
You
but
feel me? It's a paywall.
I
I'm
will
not saying.
say I have never. I know OnlyFans could be used for that, and
Oh, no,
I'm
it's
waiting.
used for that on my
I'm
end.
That's what
waiting
it was
for
meant for.
somebody
That's what it was meant
to
for.
revolutionize it where it turns into
see.
something more than
I
that.
see,
But
what
I've never seen
is-
anybody do it.
It's never
I see.
getting
What's funny
revolutionized.
is, unless I'm wrong, and you guys can correct me in the comments. What's funny is I believe the original state and the original purpose for OnlyFans was
You're right.
to
That's facts.
paywall for
Yes.
talent.
That's
So
facts.
it wasn't perverted originally.
Exactly.
But people started to see like, oh, if they already like me on this, I
Mhm.
could show 'em. So I feel like the original, if I
That
said
was
OnlyFans,
because I remember we had a
Hey.
topic. We was talking about this,
Yeah.
and what were they?
The
I
only-
think they wasn't they like shutting it down or something, trying to rebrand.
The rumor was
it?
it was going to. They were trying to ban porn
Yeah,
from.
they were trying to
OnlyFans.
ban porn
But
from
Mr. OnlyFans,
Mhm.
Mr. OnlyFans said, "I'm making too much money as the CEO
Yeah.
because they make it back."
So
Cam,
I do
we just
agree.
don't know what she's doing, Cam.
Yeah.
We don't know if
Okay,
she's
but-
doing
okay.
something.
If Melyssa
We
Ford
know
is
what
on there
she's doing.
cooking,
We know what she's doing.
then cool.
Guys,
But if she's on there showing those Melyssa Fords that everybody's in love
We
with,
know what she's doing. I just haven't
You-
seen
you
an
not gonna get your
example
dream.
oh
of
my.
anybody
Look,
on
man,
OnlyFans
if you're
doing something
48,
different.
you're 48
Yeah.
moving that way, you're really not gonna get your dream man. So there's some things that you might have to sacrifice and cut off. Cause me personally, IT can speak to it as well. I'm not wifing nobody my age with an OnlyFans, especially if they doing, OnlyFans stuff.
I agree.
Imagine 48. Hell
No, I agree. If she's doing
So-
certain things on any app or wherever, yeah, if you want a traditional life of a man that provides, a man that loves you, a man that
Mhm.
protects,
You gotta be a
it takes
traditional
for you to be a traditional woman.
Yeah.
If you want that,
She's still trying to be with rappers.
exchange.
Mhm.
If you want that direct exchange, you have to be that. You know what I mean? Yes,
Yeah.
things are different. Women work, women earn, women out earn, blah blah. Yeah, but so I just pray that she finds what she's looking for, and hopefully that's not her mentality now, and she'll
Right.
finally settle down if she wants to.
With you.
Yeah.
So okay, you made a point about how our generation is quick to just be like, I'm out. I'm not trying to work nothing out. I'm not trying to fix nothing. I'm not trying to understand. First argument, I'm out.
Like that.
I understand that because me personally, a lot of my family, like honestly, I watched a lot of marriage. Aunties, grandparents, cousins, a lot of people growing up. I'm seeing people married. I'm seeing people engaged. Love.
Yeah.
That's a lost art now. You're like, let's be real. Who of our friends? Well, I know your sister's married. But other than
My
that,
sister's
congrats to her
married,
because
Hold on.
your sister's married too. Well, my siblings just ain't shit, huh?
No, a lot of the generation.
Look at them. They look happy. Look at them.
That's beautiful.
Majority of our generation, that's not their goal.
Yeah.
That's not their end game. They're not even thinking like that.
Yeah.
We're all 25, 26, 27 years old. And that's not even like a normal conversation. Normally, that's the age you're getting married and having kids and things of that nature. It's not happening. Our generation has to fix that.
I think it's really a mindset thing. Everybody thinks it's supposed to be smooth. It's supposed to be easy. They think it's not supposed to, like, I hear a lot of people be like, relationships aren't supposed to be this much arguing. It's not supposed to be this hard. All this relationships are hard, bro. It's like it's work. Like, I'm not saying there's not a point where you got a honeymoon phase, all this, but when you're in a relationship, there's gonna be a point in time where you guys like can't stand each other, but like you can't stand each other. There's gonna be times where you guys are butting heads, you have disagreements, you guys, and that's where communication, that's where trying to grow together, you feel me? There's gonna be like my girl could tell me, I need to change this. I need to get better with this. I can tell her the same thing, and we might, butt heads right there, but at the end of the day, we got to make this relationship work. We got to compromise. We want to get to a point where we having children and get married and all that. It comes with compromise, and you feel me? They're saying this out of love. It's not out of, spite or anything. And I think a lot of people take stuff too personal. They take it like, oh, they're trying to change me. They don't want me to be. No, I'm trying to help you be better to be able to love me, for me to be able to love you, and all that. Relationships are work, and people don't understand that. So I think that's the main issue with it.
Hey T, how long has Dee Dee been married?
Probably a year, almost two.
I guarantee you, if you ask her right now, have they ever been into a bad, argument, disagreement? Mm-hmm. They'll say yes.
Yeah.
Kaelyn, how long has Miley been married?
I believe it'll be 3 years in May.
I'm willing to bet at least one time they've had to be in different rooms. Because that's just human nature. If you're around anybody for extensive periods of time, you're going to get into it. I have argued with my closest friends. I have argued with my family. It's going to happen. That don't mean I don't love you guys. It just means today, get the fuck out of my face. That's all it means.
I've gotten arguments with my mother. I'm not going to break up with my mom because I got in a disagreement. You feel me? You got to treat your relationship the same way. It's unconditional.
So imagine the people that's been together 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 years.
It's hard.
I have 40-year relationships in my family. Like, my grandparents were together 60 years. Married for 60 years. Together pretty much longer until my grandfather passed away. You don't think they went through hard times? Especially in them eras when you was just mad, just going outside, you already angry. Yeah. So I just feel like our generation has to do better with patience, trying, caring, wanting to understand, and wanting to figure it out. Or else we're going to have a generation of broken homes, kids going through drama, lawyers, and back and forth. We don't want that. Yeah. So,
I think something that can help is like adding it to the curriculum, teaching people values. I don't know, you feel me? I think that would help a lot. Get somebody's experience or something,
Parents also have to do a better job at showing.
Yeah, for sure.
But the parents are just grown children who haven't dealt with their own traumas at times.
Well, if we being real, that's the same thing with a lot of our parents. Not saying everybody's parents, but a lot of people's parents. My mom was 16 when she had me, so I could say the same thing about her. I just think it's a matter of wanting it, but I don't know. It's something.
I'm not saying
it's like a norm nowadays to
failed kind of relationships are new, but now it's more like first it was just, hey, this shit just didn't work. Now people are not having the intention of being together. There are people who are having children that have no intentions of being with the people that they having children with, and it's common now.
Yeah,
it's truly common, and it's a problem.
I'm having this baby.
People can break up. Yeah, I don't need nobody. Yes, the fuck. Bro, men need women. Women need men. It is a thing called science. We were put on this earth for each other. So please stop fighting the funk. Please. It's very simple.
I agree.
Or you could be like, what's Shorty name? Hold on. You could be like Bonnie Blue.
Who is Bonnie Blue?
Who is Bonnie Blue?
I'm gonna just say a number for you.
Oh my god, that's her name?
1057.
Okay.
Bonnie
yeah.
Blue.
She needed 1,057 men. In her.
Oh.
Great transition.
Bonnie, we had the conversation about the other. I forgot the girl's name already. We talked about last time. We found out what the record was. Bonnie Blue has broken the record in 2003, and her record is 1,057 sex partners in 12 hours.
12 hours?
12 hours.
Oh my gosh, she put in a shift. Put in a shift. Work shift.
Oh. I just did the math. That is 88 men an hour.
I'm like,
I have nothing. I've said what I got to say.
Okay, we was having this conversation in the episode that got corrupted. It was it was like the person that held the previous record was like, because it stemmed from a girl having sex with 100
I think it was
people.
like 1,000.
She had 100 sex partners. No,
Oh.
the record, no, it stemmed from that.
Record was 919.
The record was 9 something. It was like 9 something. And
19,
this girl was
I
talking
remember.
about breaking that record, getting 1,000. But this girl beat her to it. This other girl,
Hey.
it's like
This undrafted free agent said, "I'm getting the record." And the first record was won where, IT? You remember where the first record was set?
what?
At the annual of the first record, the 919.
Did you say like a? I don't even want to say what it was.
The annual national gangbang championship.
See, this is where
it's not called gangbang championship.
it was. It was
Yes, it
something
is.
like that. It was literally was. It literally was.
I promise you.
They had like
this?
MVP trophies. They had they had it all. They had it all.
They had it all. It's crazy.
I'm not.
It was like a league. It was like a league.
No, I hear you. Gang bang championship.
This is like a sport at this point. Like I kid you not.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've seen the picture. She held the 1,000 like on the paper, like Wolf did with the 100. She had a paper with that.
Hey, that gotta be the thumbnail.
And that wasn't Photoshop. That was she did that. That's her thumbnail. She did that.
Hey.
I'm not even like.
Okay.
That's why.
Well, I
Go ahead,
mean,
Kaelyn.
I don't know the girl. I don't know her upbringing. I don't
I
know
need more fathers.
what she's dealt with. I don't know what she hasn't dealt with. So I'm not going to pretend to know. I can just speak on the exchange, energy transfers, and
Yes.
people carry their own traumas and weight of emotions and spirits. So for one person, that's where soul ties or things like that can happen, because the original purpose for sex was to make man and wife bond together in a way like no one else in the world could understand, because they had this bond. They chemically bond, they physically bond,
Mm-hmm.
and now it separates them because the two become one, not just in finances and in life, but in the room, in the bedroom. You feel me?
Beautiful.
So that's what's meant for one.
It's spiritual connection too.
It's such
What's
a
meant for
beautiful
one is
concept that has been turned.
1,000, and like you guys said, it's now for sports. So I don't know this girl's background. She's obviously a competitor. I just want to understand what she got out of it, because
She
the
did it for the
notoriety.
love of the game. I kid you not. I kid you not.
I love the game. I love the hustle.
I feel like
Because
girls are in a space where they feel as if the whole my body, my choice, empowerment, it's me, I can do what I want, I can sleep where I can be just like the guys, I can smash 10 guys, and just like he smashed 10 girls, what's the big deal? The difference is there's just a difference, and it just is what it is. Like I said, just join the game, don't try and beat it. It is what it is.
Hey.
You as a woman doing that, it's unfortunate. And it'll never be the same as a man. And I just hope that she finds God one day, because that's a lot of transferring of spirits in one day.
It's disgusting.
Kaelyn,
I'm not gonna lie.
We about 2 zeros away from 10.
No, you're right.
I can't even fathom. Most people don't even have 1,000 partners in a lifetime. We talked about this, IT. I'm willing to bet at least 90% of people never have 1,000 partners.
You want to know something? I didn't even put it into my head that, oh shit, she just added 1,000 to her body count in a day.
Because she already had some already.
Yeah.
She already had some, so now she's.
You just upped yourself 1,000 in 12
Maybe
hours.
she's at 2,000 now.
She's for sure. For me, she's all time. She's trying to reach them records. She probably got it counted down, you feel me, calculated, written down.
But people are more interested in being known and being seen, even if it's for 15 seconds, than to be valued and to have a legacy that they could stand behind.
It's all
maybe, but she'll figure it out one day, I pray. She's obviously going through, it's something, there's something different here. There's no way that you can reason doing that with that many people.
Yeah, like how you just explained what the real meaning of sex was supposed to be. Like, it's such a beautiful concept. I think it's like so beautiful. Just think of it like it's supposed to bind a man and wife together. To what it is now, it's like just clout. Like, people are doing it for clout. Like, I just seen Adam 22 post a picture.
Oh, don't talk about him.
With Wack.
I'll talk about him.
And like that shit is sick. He's letting people have sex with his wife for clicks, for views.
Wack sharing his
money. Sharing, like, yeah, but that's just disgusting. It's so disgusting. Like, this whole, I feel like the world is so overly sexualized. I can't go on Instagram without seeing someone showing their ass or.
Wack is always a guy who I always Twitter. Had iffy respect for. This right here, bro, giving your wife over to Adam, to any man, to anybody.
It's disgusting. It's disgusting, bro.
Man, you'd have to kill me before I let you have my wife.
I know, but we're saying wife as if it's holding the same weight. You saying wife, Cam, is a different weight than the wife that he's referring to. Not her as a person, but the value in which he places on a wife. Business partners. It's business. So I know we're saying his wife, but it's true. He's truly, because no man in his right mind with a woman that he loves and adores.
Nobody is such a.
So it's truly not a wife in his mind or in his heart. It's on paper. It's convenient, and maybe they have their own relations in their own time, but it's truly for a moment.
I'm sick if my wife tell a dude thank you. Like that is like. I'm just playing, but I'm not playing. But like, you know, like that'll even have me like, no, I'm just playing. But
one of y'all,
let alone this.
No, he's not playing. He dead serious.
Like, dude, this is just sick, man. Yeah.
IT is one of those. Oh, you gotta pee? No, we gotta pee.
This thousand record is gonna get broken soon because the girl that said she was gonna do 1,000, she
gotta heal. She just did. Oh, she did 100. She still gotta heal.
I don't know how you
heal. She ready, bro. She going for 2 or something, bro.
Hey,
I'm disgusted.
I think Kaelyn said it. People want clout. They want attention. They want clicks. I quoted Chris Tucker earlier. I'm going to quote the other Chris right now. Chris Rock. The strongest drug in the world right now is attention.
Mm-hmm.
And there's 3 ways to get attention. You could be great. You could be infamous for like a crime or something. Or you can show your ass. Being great is hard. And infamous can get you in jail. Yeah. Showing your ass is easy. So everybody's showing their ass and giving it up and letting 1,000 men pump at one time.
Oh, okay.
Whoa.
Bruh, I'm just.
Was that the direct quote? Well, that wasn't the direct quote.
That was a Cam quote.
No, the last part was me.
Because you had blended it together.
My bad. Chris
it's okay.
I'm show your ass. I start at pump.
Okay. Period. There we go.
It's terrible, man. And I'm ashamed for them. I'm embarrassed for them. I'm mad that we share the same planet with some of these people. I'm serious. Send their ass to Mars. 1,000 partners in one day? Not even a day. 12 hours.
She still had time to double up.
I'm almost more disgusted with the men. Almost. Waiting in line.
Oh, bye, IT.
I'm almost more disgusted with them.
I'm not following nobody.
I'm almost.
Hey,
for a man to stand in line.
But for you to say you're almost as disgusted.
No. Obviously, she's worse. But like, for them to stand in line, I know they just sitting there, just in line. No, like it's just disgusting to even think about. It really is.
These people are possessed. Mm-hmm. This demon.
Imagine you number 1,057. And you walk up and you see the Grand Canyon.
You were having time.
I know, like, just imagine seeing a floor full of condoms and shit. Like, what? I'm disgusted, bro. I'm really disgusted. I don't know, man. It's just.
And if you man number 1,058 and they say no more, you gotta go home.
I have a question.
Yes.
I have a question.
Yeah.
What's up?
Again, it's getting into the details of it, but I also am curious what allowed for her to quantify and qualify each act as sex. Was it the completion of the guy finishing? Was
That
it the
part-
insertion moment?
That part.
Was it 10 minutes per
I think
person?
everybody had a shot clock. That's what I think.
I don't know.
I don't know though.
What'd you say?
I feel like everybody had to have a shot clock. I think that's the only way you could possibly do it. I don't know though. I'm speaking on just like what I think.
And when you say a shot clock,
Like you're coming in, you got 2 minutes. The next, you got 2 minutes. I don't know. That's
okay.
like that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like this is how long you got.
Based on average.
yeah.
Remember I said it was 88
We
people
said
an hour.
88 people an hour, so
I just divided 88 by 60.
Oh.
Please.
And it looks like right now,
Give us the numbers.
average will be 1 per 25 seconds. 25 seconds.
So they had a shot clock.
I'm sorry.
That-
One per 5 seconds. I'm sorry. 1 per 5 seconds.
No.
That's what it
1 per
No.
5 seconds? No.
Very fast.
I'm not arguing with your
Okay.
math. I'm just trying to understand how was it? What?
Nobody said anything about the details. So I don't
No,
know.
that's what I'm saying. Was it an insertion and a dip, and that was one? Now, like that's what I'm saying. Like
Hold on.
Maybe
that's still 1,000 men.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I feel like
Wow.
I really don't know. Like, and I'm not trying to find out, but I am curious. You know, like
I'm not trying to find out.
it's like I'm not
Oh
gonna
my
go
God.
see the process or anything, but it's just like I am curious to know, like, what she did an interview,
I would like to know.
post game interview, and like
process.
explain
no,
the
for sure it
process.
was yeah, her
Where's
Yeah.
where's the interview at?
Hey.
Like,
Where's her highlight reel?
it's not.
Okay.
Oh God.
Here's a number online. It says this can't be true either though. Can't be true either. It says, oh, maybe 46 guys per minute.
So
I
it
don't
was
think that's true.
wait.
So everybody got a pump.
Wait.
I don't know. That's why
Guys,
this doesn't make sense. I'm
I
off the
feel
internet.
like I saw something where she, correct me if I'm wrong, where she explained the dynamic, like her strategy. Like she had a group
She had
of 5
game plan. She had a
She had
coaching
a group-
staff.
No, but I'm saying she said something like she had a group of 5 come in, then she had a group of 10, then she had doubles, then she had. So I think she was able to do it in a way because she strategized teams and
She had a coaching staff, dude. She did her
She gonna be on
analytics.
bed rest
Yeah,
until
she
2026.
She had her analytics.
Yeah,
And
bro.
then I remember when we, bro, I'm so bad this episode that happened. I remember
Hey,
Jew was like, I
I'ma
know
tell
no
y'all.
black guys was allowed. or something.
Oh, I swear to you, I promise you with everything hey,
allowed.
everything in me. Everything he said allowed. Yeah, y'all can't.
She got a low
Hey,
bandage.
She gotta understand the black stereotype.
Oh, my mind didn't even.
Yeah, you were thinking something else. Like, no, not like that. But like,
No, it wasn't racist. It was for protection.
Oh well, never mind. Let me know.
Hey, but I swear to you, that's a perfect thing because I was legit about to say one thing that makes me happy about this whole thing that this was not a black woman.
oh yeah.
Our women already have enough shit on their back. We talked about.
We got a little break. We got a little break with
That's
this
him.
one. We got a
And
little
it's
break.
crazy. They not gonna shame this girl like they would a black woman. They're not gonna
The same
shame
way
her.
the same way the people in Kaylyn's video ain't getting shamed the way a black person would for doing the same
Exactly.
exact thing. Let's
That's
move
the
on,
next
We're
Kaylyn.
on the black
Hey, everybody,
black fishing.
you non-pigmented people, you are not black.
You're not.
Hey, let's go, Kaylyn. If you want, you can lead this one because you know this is your segment.
I'll just
You
give
jump
a little info on it, and then I'll let you guys respond since
Mhm.
the full video lives on my YouTube.
Yes.
At Kaelyn.
Link in the
Ryan.
description, y'all. Link in the
It's gonna be
description box.
Tap in.
Basically, where I break down black fishing and having black scent, because celebrities over the years, you can see them evolve, and you have more than every right to evolve and find your style, find your way. But when you're finding new skin tones and new accents, that's when it's like it becomes performative, and it's almost as if you're just pandering towards a certain audience or demographic to gain something, when in actuality you can just wipe off the 4 shades of dark makeup and then become the race you are. and present a different way and be in rooms or be able to have say-so in certain situations that we may not be able to. So, yeah, I just feel as if it's people that are non-Black benefit off of the culture without paying their dues or paying homage or just recognizing how this is strange to do so. The examples in the video, and then you guys can go for it. One was Ariana Grande. The other was Kylie Jenner. Kylie Jenner had a Bratz doll collaboration where she is the color of, I don't know, we know her color, and the Bratz dolls came out looking darker than me. And
wow.
Said, okay, if this is supposed to be the Kylie Jenner inspired Bratz doll, what happened with the skin tone swap? Another thing would be rapper Drake and how he seems to assimilate and change his accent all the time, to the point where a viral video was on TikTok that I posted in the video that when they heard his real voice, people were like, this is his real voice. Like, for people to say that when they hear you finally speak, that means you've been cosplaying for a little while or something's up, because they should never be that shocked at your real voice, because why aren't you using it anyway? So those are my thoughts. I go into more detail, but I'm curious what you guys think about people getting away with it or continuing to do it regardless of the backlash, because they know that it gets them in front of the Black audience, because we are the tastemakers and we do set the tone. And if Black people give you the approval on a lot of things, you kind of are in. But then they dip when they don't need us no more.
Absolutely. Yeah. I'd say you got it, bro.
I just think it's like it's an like, for Black people, it's kind of unfair to see that, like, you're getting all the benefits of what we, you know, as Black people can have, like, you know, even like women getting like lip fillers, like trying to get bigger lips to you know, even look like they love Black people's lips, like, you know, that's a compliment that we get, but, you know, you're not Black.
But it wasn't always a compliment. It
wasn't always. It used to be getting made fun of. I remember, like, you watch anime or something, when they made Black people back in the day, they used to have big red lips and they be dark as hell. Like, they'll be black, like literally like a hoodie. And that used to be like a joke. Like, that's what Black people were seeing. Now it's like, it's the popular thing to do. And it's like, they get all the benefits, but none of the backlash that we would get for that. And it's, to me, I see it as corny when people do stuff like that. Like, just seeing, like, the rap video that was in your video, them trying to rap like they're Black, or, you know, it's kind of, I don't know, it's cringe to me. It's cringe to me. I think it should get more backlash than, you know, we get. Like, I don't know. It's very, I'm still trying to get my words together about it.
IT touched on the topic that I wanted to mention, as far as the fillers and the body changes and the hairstyles. They tried to say box braids was popular because of Kim Kardashian.
They called them boxer braids.
Yeah.
Like, excuse me? And
Wendy Williams clocked it, though. Wendy Williams caught it. It was on her show.
Wendy's the GOAT. I'm happy she's actually doing well.
Like, this was long before Kim. This is long. And again, Kim didn't ask for the recognition to be given to her. But the fact that culture assigns the title to people that had nothing to do with the origin of the style, the look, it's like, why all of a sudden is it okay to give them the title, but when we do it, it's unprofessional. We can't wear it in the workplace during certain seasons and years in the past. It's deemed ghetto, but when they do it, it's ethnic, it's edgy, it's
Venus and Serena wore braids, playing tennis, and they were called ghetto. They were Black girls from Compton. But there's other people who, like you said, Drake does the accents. He picks apart all the cultures. There's a lot of other people who do it as well. Wo Vicky's one of them. She does the black scent. The comedian Aquafina was accused of using the black scent. What's the girl that was on TikTok? She's doing like food reviews, but she's doing it in the black scent. I forgot her name. There's a lot of people. You have other people who's not Black thinking they have a license to say the N-word. Fat Joe. There's a lot of them.
Fat Joe.
They want to do the things that we do. They want to sound like us, look like us, dress like us. But when it's time to be in the smoke that we have to deal with,
they're nowhere to be found.
Where they at? Rihanna called them out a few years ago.
Nowhere to be found, bro.
You said that with your whole heart.
I'm dead serious.
Hey, it's a fact though. It's a fact though. Man, look, Post Malone's another guy. Post Malone got famous doing hip hop, right?
Mm-hmm.
Post Malone first started doing hip hop. He said something like, "The hip hop genre lacks depth of emotion to really like connect with people the way other genres do." Now, other genres do have emotional range, but so does hip hop, right?
Yeah.
But fast forward a few years later, now a full blown country star.
Yeah, he got what he needed, and now he's out.
He recently said, "I had hip hop to blow up, and now I'm here."
It's a
use
strategy.
Our platform.
It's a strategy.
Use our culture, and now you go do what you want to do with the culture that you really, really love. After dissing our culture while you were in it, I'm not saying we should gatekeep things, but it's more like oh, I just said it. Everybody wants to walk the black lifestyle, mirror it, but again, when it's time when shit hit the fan,
and my thing about it is, I don't even have a real issue for it if like they're inspired by it and they pay homage. You know, like they, you know, like if I get it, black people, we are trendsetters. Like, you know, like our culture is contagious. Like that stuff, you know, like it's cool, and I love being black. I'll never change it for the world. And I do get it if they like are inspired by it, but it's always like they don't pay homage to it, like, and I don't, you know, they don't acknowledge it. They don't give us.
No, you're right, IT. I was gonna say to your point that I think it's most sad when they take the stereotypes or like the lesser, the not as good representations of our culture, and they take the broken English, the snapping your neck, the rolling your, they go like to the extreme, and it's like
when
not only are you not acting like your mother and your father who, but you're taking on the attributes of us that majority of us don't associate with. A few of us do it, and it's deemed a stereotype, and it's like that's how you want us to accept you, is because you can quote unquote wear long nails, put on a weave, and get your butt big. Like that's what we're supposed to connect on, not hey, I love your culture, I've actually been studying it, or I love these eateries, or I love, just like why do you have to now become the ghetto girl?
And Kamala Harris is a she's guilty of it too. She tried to just because you talk like you using some slang, like I hate shit like that. I hate shit like that, bro. She was a chameleon. She had a Jamaican accent, she had a Spanish accent, she had a black accent, she had all the like shit like that. I hate that, like,
because the thing is, it's not even that she's like, let's just say she wasn't trying to be Mexican when she used her accents at the Mexican rallies. Let's just say she wasn't trying to be Mexican for life, but the fact that you were opportunistic in the sense that you decided you decided mentally, I'm in a space where they look like this, therefore they talk like this. Let me assimilate and sound like. Why aren't you good enough to just be? Why aren't you good enough to just be yourself in every room? It's just corny. It's played out, and
I think the world, the world has an issue where there's not like, I think this is like affecting everything in the world, like music, sports. Everybody wants to be the same. Back in the day, the thing that made the world unique was everybody had their unique style and all this. Like in sports, basketball per se, some teams shot threes, some teams were rough riders, some teams played in the paint, all the, you feel me? Music, some people had their own style, but nowadays everybody wants to be the same. Even fashion, everybody get a BBL, everybody gets their lips bigger, everybody dressed the same. Like there's no unique. Everybody's not trying to be different, you know, like have their own style, do what they want to do, what they grew up, their own culture or something like that. I just think the world has an issue with that. And I don't know if that's social media to blame or these influencers.
I think it's money. It's money. If you see a certain look is selling, if you see that at the time currently when Kanye was doing the homeless chic and taking tattered clothes and making that became the wave, and it took away people's individualist like style when they're out just being them, but everybody wanted to look tattered, distressed, in $2,000 strings and rags on. Okay, cool, but everybody started to look the same because it gave them all the attention. If you see that,
and then you can even say it with like content, like this is the trend for content. Like look at Cooking with Kaya. Everybody is making their shit cooking with Brian or cooking with.
Yeah.
Probably everybody is trying to hop on the wave because it's like it'll give me clicks, like you said, it'll give me money.
At least that's a content copy more than it is like a culture trying to be black copy.
But I think even with certain stuff they do that with, like this will get me
right.
clicks and everything. But I think there's a healthy way to do it.
Clicks.
Evolve it. Sure. Like
Sure.
even the pop the balloon thing. Somebody was evolving it. They was doing other things. 20 people like stuff like that is cool.
I have a question for you guys. I have a question. I know we spoke on the people that take on culture, blah 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 blah, hip hop stereotypes, all that. Are you all familiar with the lady that I know you guys have seen, the white lady who all of a sudden turned black some years ago, Rachel Dolezal or something?
Rachel Dolezal, yeah.
Yeah. So what are your thoughts on them saying that people look? Let's not even go to that level. Just basically, what are your thoughts on her loving the culture down so much that she is transracial?
Oh, her.
How do we feel?
First things first.
I'm gonna get canceled for this conversation. I can't.
So
I can't even.
let me.
Ain't nobody
jump on her
cancel
real
you
quick,
but God,
man.
bro.
Listen,
that's true.
Not only
I
did she put the braids and tan her skin and try to look black and everything.
I even say what I want to say.
Wasn't it? But didn't she infiltrate the NAACP?
Yeah.
Wasn't she like the president or some shit?
Yeah, like people are stupid. Like how are we appointing? Just like Caitlyn Jenner winning Woman of the Year the first year that they transitioned, and now the false black woman is now in the NAACP. It's just like we just giving people positions and power just for fun. Ain't nothing making sense.
As Vince Staples would say, my fellow Africans, y'all are stupid.
Oh.
How you let her climb the top of the ladder and she telling you what to do? This ain't her organization, it's our organization.
She's down. She's a black woman because she thinks that she feels.
I don't care what B Rad G from Malibu got to say about this. That lady, like, you know what I'm saying? That lady gotta go.
That I just don't know if I can say.
IT, you've been over here cooking up for 32 minutes. Please tell us what's on your mind.
You know what? IT, get in there so I can remember what I was gonna say because I'm hot.
I mean, use discernment.
We live in a world where it's such a topic that I just can't say what I want to say because it could be evolved into everything.
Okay,
you're born how you're born, man. Like... You're born how you're born, man. You were born white. You were born white. Like I don't want. There's so much more in this topic that you can go. Transracial. I think that's where the line should be drawn.
Hey,
there's so many. Homie. I mean, I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry.
Hey, what if I woke?
Why are you sorry?
I'm not sorry, but like for real, like this world is just getting out of hand, dude. Getting out of hand, man. There's so much more I could say, but I'm just.
You can't wake up one day and identify as a new race.
I identify as a taco.
One day and identify as a different
fucking taco.
Hey.
Older men, 50-year-old men are identifying as 13-year-olds, and therefore justifying their.
That is what the world is becoming. Like now, it's like, and my thing is this not a mental illness?
All of it.
And we're applauding that? Like, we're like, I'm sorry, dude.
Because we want everybody comfortable. That's why.
The world is scared of being uncomfortable. The world is scared of controversy, of...
Yeah.
What if I wake up tomorrow? And I say, hey, guys, I'm white. And y'all say, you're not white? You look at yourself? But this is how I feel.
Exactly.
I'm white now. This is how I feel.
Like,
if I go to then I speed and I get pulled over by the police and they say, "Hey, license and registration, you can't do that. I'm white."
No. Like it's. I'm sorry, bro.
How I feel
I'm drawing the line. I'm drawing the line at this. You black, like no. Fuck that. Fuck that. I'm sorry.
Here.
And she climbed the totem.
We're off the rails now. She climbed all the way up. We're off the rails.
Who the fuck allowed that? I'm sorry, but
the fact they let.
Who allowed that?
Never mind.
This is such a. I just want y'all to know this is a hard conversation to have, because
you got
You gotta be a little. You gotta be a little.
It's only hard. It's only difficult because I want to go.
You know exactly what I'm saying.
I want to go all the way, but I'm not gonna do it.
I can't.
So Rachel Dolezal is karma. Rachel Dolezal is our karma. You
know what our karma for what?
What's the guy's name? I forgot his name, man. Hold on, man. Let me find his name so
That's
I can
Robert
tell
Downey Jr.'s
what it's karma
fault.
for. No, not
no. But I'm just saying this is.
It is karma for Ron Stallworth. Anybody know who Ron Stallworth is? Ron Stallworth. So Ron Stallworth is the Colorado Negro black police officer who infiltrated the Ku Klux Klan. Rachel Dolezal is our fucking karma.
Oh, wait. Didn't he make the movie?
There's
too,
a
though?
movie, Black Klansman.
Yeah.
Because he's on the phone.
Yeah.
They're like, we hate Negroes, we hate jigaboos, we hate all of them. But yeah, I hate them too. And he's black.
Jesus, bro.
And he blew up the organization. That's our karma. That's our karma. So, yeah, that's where I'm going to leave it at. I'm not even going to talk about the boxer.
I can't, bro. I can't with this karma.
Yeah, man. Y'all got finishing touches because, y'all got finishing touches, man. The cancel culture's fake.
I don't even care about cancel culture. It's just like, I gotta be a little sensitive to some of this. And
what if LeBron woke up tomorrow and
said, that's low-key the issue with the world. That's low-key the issue with the world.
WNBA.
That's low-key the issue with the world. I prefer honesty. I prefer, you feel me, everybody say what's on their mind. Hey. I don't want nobody tiptoeing, acting fake, but that's kind of what the world is turned into.
I don't care. I don't care what people identify themselves as. My issue is
I draw the line at that. I'm sorry. I'm gonna say
my issue is everybody's bending rules.
Yeah.
Like Kaelyn said, why is Bruce winning Woman of the Year while you still sound like Bruce?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh wow.
Did y'all see when Kaelyn had the interview at the SB? No. Not the interview. Kaelyn won an award for the Courage Award. Kaelyn won the Courage Award.
The thing about that is you're still getting benefits for both, like for being a man and a woman with that. And
but here, bro, Kaelyn went. I'm sorry. I hope they don't come get me for this. Kaelyn won the Courage Award. Kaelyn went on stage, full dress, full woman. She's completely transitioned. I'm like, okay, you know what? Respect. First thing I hear is, well, guys, thank you for the support. Thank you guys for looking out for me. Thank you, because women like us. Wait, what the?
No, for sure.
I wanted to break the TV when I saw that because hey, did they forget the last part of the transition? Because why you sound like Otis?
No, for sure.
Yeah, it's such a.
You got Kardashian money. You can afford to finish.
It's such a topic. Man.
Hey, they gonna come get me, but hey, it is what it is, man. It's just hilarious. It's just hilarious. Rachel Dolezal should have never infiltrated the NAACP. That's what I'm gonna say.
Yeah,
all that to say that.
I gotta draw the line at that.
They should have snatched her by her Timberland braids and said, "Get up out of here."
Their race now.
Hey, my fellow Africans, there is no.
You could change your age. You could, if people are identifying
changing your age to date children.
If people are identifying as animals, and schools are putting programs in place where they put kitty litter in bathrooms for students to identify as cats.
Kitty litter.
Because that's happening right now.
You're serious? I thought you was joking right now. Wait.
Nah, man.
Are you serious? What side are you guys?
Kaelyn's trolling me.
Wait,
there's no way.
Guys,
I've never seen nothing like that.
Children are taking doo-doos and
my thing is the world is applauding mental illness right now, bro. That's it. The world is applauding it. The world is, and I think it's helping them more keep people keep shit under control or something. I don't know, dude.
Nah, fuck that. Hey, these homies need to go to Arkham. They need to go to the Arkham Asylum now.
That's
straight jackets stuck to the wall.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I'm being so serious, and of course I can send you guys the videos afterwards and things like that. But I feel like the overarching theme and the message that's is that the world, the corrupt leaders in this world benefit from people spinning out of control with their own personal identities and realities because it keeps them so introspective and so about self that it doesn't allow for them to think clearly about the fires that have allegedly been set and planned, about the alleged pandemic, about the scheme and stuff. Like, if I'm so focused on who I am and what I identify as, and how this person at Starbucks said that I was a he and not a she, and I'm so focused on all of that, I'm not then able to, and battle ready to then focus and fight something else.
And you could also think about it. They making money off of this. It's money.
Yeah,
you're making money.
You know,
you're making money from it. Like,
Jesus is king. That's all I gotta say.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah.
If I go outside tomorrow, I bite the shit out of somebody, and I tell them I identify as a lion, I'm not gonna go to jail. They gonna say I'm okay.
Hey, I'm not gonna like him. There's an attorney out there for you.
Yeah, I went to jail.
I'm just saying, man.
I didn't commit that. I didn't. You feel me? I could just say whatever. I don't identify as a felon. I'm a vote.
Well, you guys know
we go to a birthday party. Y'all finish singing happy birthday. Happy birthday to he bit me. That's what's gonna happen. I'm biting the shit out of people.
I don't fucking know, bro. The world.
I identify as a tiger lion.
No, it's just last thing, because it's morbid, and we can move on. There's several transgender inmates that are male to female that have found the loophole to just say they identify, and therefore they're placed into women's prisons. And plenty of stories, countless stories. All of this harms women. Our safety, our protection, our privacy, it's out there.
Absolutely.
But them coddling these people that feel away one day and still possess, the members and things like that make you a man. Now, countless women have been, R-worded, assaulted, harmed, offed, and things of that nature by the same men that have identified as women just to get close to them. But instead of them putting them in the men prison because they're acting out with their manly, desires and evil thoughts, they just put them in a different room, because that's still a woman, even though she is R-wording other women with the body part that they don't have the same thing of. So the whole thing is just we all need Jesus. But yeah, that's my last thought on it. Thank you guys for your thoughts on the blackfishing, because it wasn't.
Can I say one more thing about the blackfishing? Because we left that completely. This is a personal experience. I used to. Well, I'm not going to say where I worked, but I had a manager who was Asian, Cambodian specifically. He had different accents for different customers.
Oh no!
Oh my God!
With white people, and Asian people. Was how you doing? Yes. Can I help you with anything else? With black people, yo, dog, yeah, I can get that for you. Yeah, player. Okay, man. Okay, say, man. We're just sitting there we're like
watching it.
Fuck, it's happening. We're watching a movie. We will watch The Switch, and we told him hey, man, that makes us uncomfortable. Give a couple black. It makes us uncomfortable. Oh man, I'm just playing, man. I like Too Short. Hey man,
it's uncomfortable, man.
We gonna get you gone, bro.
And my thing is, you feel me? Like, everybody should have a professional. Like, when you're at work, this is how I talk. Everybody, I gotta be professional. All this. When I'm with my friends, obviously I'm more loose and all that. That's it. That should be the only tone swap. But when you got different ways of you're talking to different people, bro, that's offensive. That's offensive.
I just want to say, if you're not black, there is no cookout. We're done inviting people to stop inviting people to fucking cookouts. It's never gonna happen.
No champagne parties.
Yeah, bro. Don't say the N-word if you ain't black.
Do they even have baby showers?
Don't do it. I don't know what the fuck they have. Shit.
Yes, they do.
I don't know.
Okay. Yes, they do.
I'm just playing. But nah.
But I mean, I'm just saying, bro. We got oh wow, this white person can dance. They're invited to the cookout. Shut up. You know what?
Yeah.
Anyway, y'all, do we have any more topics? I think we done.
Nah, we're good.
Anything else?
This has been.
Any last thoughts for anything, man? This has been a very fun, eventful episode, guys. Hey, I guess we can wrap. Drake, you a hoe for suing. Anyway, this has been Attention to Detail, everybody. Thank you for joining us for episode 14. Like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Check out my watch just fell apart. check out the description box if you want to check out more of Kaelyn Ryan and her amazing content. She's shooting up here. She's gonna leave us pretty soon. IT, we growing, we grinding, we working all the time. Jew will be back after he's finished with his suspension.
7-game suspension.
Yeah, he's chilling with Jimmy Butler, suspended because he said some derogatory things to our upper management, us.
We're having contract disputes. You feel me? He's refusing to come on the show now.
He won't sign a new contract.
Yeah.
Because we're trying to sign a contract that gives us an 80-20 split. Me and IT get 80%. He gets 20.
90-10.
I'm sorry. 80-10-10.
Yeah.
Because we're getting 80, Jew is getting 10, and then we're going to donate 10 to the fire victims. Anyway, y'all, thank you for joining us again. Cam Alexander, IT, the amazing Kaelyn Ryan. Give it up for yourselves. This has been Attention to Detail, episode 14. We out.
Appreciate y'all tuning in.